Welcome back to Parsnips and Parsimony. One of my most recent videos, you saw that Art and I purchased 2 frozen mystery pallets of food, and we got a ton of fruit on there. So today I'm going to be canning some cherry pie filling because we're trying to reduce some of our freezer load. I have a cow coming in. We have a cow share that we purchase every year, and that's coming in, so we need a little bit more freezer room. What better way to preserve some of these cherries but by making cherry pie filling. So this is the book that I use for so much of my canning, So Easy to Preserve. It's by the Cooperative Extension of the University of Georgia. My master preserver here in my area had recommended that this was the book that I should get, and I have used this for so many years. Definitely would recommend anyone who's interested in canning to pick this up because there's so much of the how and why in here that helps you really preserve your food safely. But today I'm doing the cherry pie filling here, and I'm going to start with 7 quarts. I may end up doing 14, but we're going to start with 7 quarts. It says I need fresh sour cherries, but again, this book is wonderful because it has alternates for it. So here it says, it talks about using frozen cherries and saving the juice, which I have already done that. So my cherries are thawed out, and then I'm needing sugar, clear gel, cinnamon I probably won't be putting in there, cold water. I'm not using the red food coloring, but I will be using the almond extract, and then the bottled lemon juice. For the clear gel, I ended up getting this off of Amazon. I haven't used it before, so we'll see how well it works. Any of the links for the products that I'm using today, you can find in my Amazon store or in the description below. Today's a perfect day to be canning. The kids have a snow day, so they are playing outside, having a lot of fun. Mary's gonna start measuring out 6 quarts of cherries for me, and she has to make sure that they're drained, which they're mostly drained, but she's going to finish that up. And while she's working on that, I'm going to start mixing the sugar, the clear gel, and the cinnamon into a saucepan, and then add the water and I think the almond extract. I'm not using the food coloring, and we're just going to cook it until it's starting to boil. Now we're going to save this cherry juice because we're going to be using that in our mixture. That's the easy way, Mary.
Yeah.
I am so glad that we got this big bag of sugar on our first dry pallet because this is perfect for going through all this canning. This has 7 cups of sugar. Now I'm going to add 1 3/4 cup of this clear gel. Mary measured out the juice, so they said to use the cherry juice instead of the water. So we needed 9 and 1/3 cup. This is an 8-cup measure, and this is 1 1/3 cup. So that we've got the cherry juice measured out. This is my first cup of clear gel. Now I need 3/4 cup more. And 3. Go ahead, add it in. Earlier, I took all of my canning jars and put them in the dishwasher on the sterilized setting just because I didn't have enough pots to be able to do this and sterilize the jars. So to make my life a little bit easier, I tossed them in the dishwasher. They are just finishing up, which will be perfect timing because this won't take that long to cook up, and then can it and water bath it. Seems to be really easy. I can't wait to taste it. None of the recipes in this cookbook have I not liked, and I've made a lot of the recipes. In fact, a lot of them are here on this channel if you're interested in watching some of those canning videos.
Daddy!
Here we go. Hey, that was pretty good. Add that in. 9 1/3 cups of water or cherry juice. This is cherry juice. Okay, we need to add 2 teaspoons of almond extract. Here you go. 1, 2. Okay. Mary's going to put that on the stove, and we're going to bring that, put it over medium-high heat, and bring that up to a boil before we add the cherries. This is weird. I guess the gel is starting to work.
What are you making?
We are making cherry pie filling,
Oh.
but it's weird. It's very, very weird. Woo! It's getting thick. Okay, that turned really fast. That is very thick. So now I need to add the cherries, gently fold them in, and then fill the canning jars. Just dump them in, and then I'll fold them. A lot of cherries, Art.
Yes. We have a lot of cherries. While we are on the subject of cherries, we have these sweet black cherries. They're really good. I like to eat those. But anyway, we're making smoothies with those. So I'm going to take some yogurt, put that in there. Oops, I think I made a mess because I'm holding the camera with one hand and doing the smoothies with the other. And we have some frozen bananas. When they start to turn a little brown, we'll peel them, put them in a bag, and freeze them. They're brown, but they're still good. I break a chunk off, put that in there if it fits. There it goes. Some flax, a seed. We chopped that up previously. And then some of the yummy black sweet cherries. They're really good. So you just either eat them or make smoothies with them. Well, Janelle just told me you can cook with them, you just need to have the right recipes. Janelle is getting these ready to can, and we have a little leftovers there.
I'm sure the kids will
we'll eat those.
Happy. You know, maybe I can use that for, I need to make some cookie bars.
You could do that.
That would be a really good filling for that.
And over here we have the pot boiling away, getting ready to receive the cans. Then you put the lid on and then put some milk in there. And it's ready to go. For the family of our size, we need to make 3 loads of that. I think I just saw a cherry that missed getting chopped up.
That looks pretty.
Yes, I do.